10 genuine signs of intelligence you can't fake. Have you ever met someone who didn't brag about being smart, but the moment they spoke, you felt their intelligence? It wasn't about big words or complex theories. It was something deeper. Today, we're diving into the 10 genuine signs of intelligence you simply can't fake. And if you recognize yourself in most of these, congratulations, you might be much smarter than you think. 1. You're curious about everything. True intelligence begins with curiosity. Smart people don't pretend to know it all. They want to know it all. They ask questions that others overlook, not to show off, but to understand. When they read a book or watch a documentary, their mind keeps digging deeper. Why is that? How does it work? What happens next? Curiosity is not noise. It's the fuel of genius. 2. You admit when you don't know. Ironically, the more intelligent someone is, the more comfortable they are saying, "I don't know." Because real intelligence is about humility. Fools pretend to know everything. The wise seek truth, even if it means looking ignorant for a moment. It takes courage to say, "Teach me." And that's exactly what intelligent people do. They trade ego for growth. 3. You see patterns others miss. Highly intelligent people connect dots that others don't even see. They recognize patterns in behavior, history, economics, or even human emotions. It's why they can predict outcomes or sense when something's off. This ability to see beyond the surface is not luck. It's the product of deep observation and reflection. 4. You learn fast, but forget fast too. Yes, you heard that right. Smart people often forget details because their brains prioritize concepts over data. They absorb information quickly, extract what matters, and move on. Their mind is like a high-speed filter, keeping insights, discarding noise. They don't memorize, they internalize. 5. You talk less and listen more. There's a quiet confidence in intelligent people. They don't need to dominate every conversation or prove a point. They listen deeply, not waiting to respond, but trying to understand, because they know that listening reveals more than speaking ever could. And that silence, that's where wisdom grows. 6. You're comfortable being alone. Smart minds need space to think. While others crave constant stimulation, intelligent people often seek solitude. Not because they're antisocial, but because they find peace in reflection. Great ideas rarely come from noise. They're born in silence. If you enjoy your own company, it's not loneliness. It's a sign your mind is rich enough to entertain itself. 7. You can hold two opposing ideas at once. Intelligent people don't see the world in black and white. They understand that two opposite things can be true depending on perspective. They can disagree without hating, debate without anger, and change their mind when evidence appears. That flexibility isn't weakness, it's maturity of thought. 8. You learn from failure instantly. When average people fail, they complain or give up. When intelligent people fail, they analyze. They ask, what went wrong? What can I learn? They don't define themselves by their mistakes. They refine themselves through them. Every setback becomes a hidden investment in future success. 9. You observe human behavior deeply. Smart people notice micro-expressions, tone shifts, body language. They read the room effortlessly. That's why they're often seen as empathetic or even intimidating, because they see through people, not just at them. They understand emotions without words, and that emotional intelligence is what separates wisdom from mere intellect. And 10. You value simplicity over complexity.
The highest form of intelligence is simplicity. Anyone can make things complicated, but explaining something complex in simple terms, that's genius. It means you've digested it, mastered it, and made it your own. True intelligence doesn't shout, it speaks clearly, calmly, and directly. Final reflection. So let's recap. If you find yourself endlessly curious, comfortable alone, open to learning, and able to stay humble, you're already displaying the quiet marks of genuine intelligence. You don't need validation, degrees, or applause. Because intelligence isn't about being better than others. It's about being more aware, more open, and more intentional with your thoughts and your life. Remember this: you can fake confidence, you can fake status, but you can't fake depth. And the world is starving for people who think deeply, act wisely, and live consciously.